We finna try this. We finna see what's going on with this one. This is Big Gene, and I've been trying to go live, but it's been hectic. It's been a thing. I'm filming on my new, um, what you call this? Um, it's a iPad Pro, so I gotta get used to it. Southern California, Muddy Waters, June Askew, Machiavelli Jr. What's up with y'all? Platinum Kid. I don't know what I'm doing, so it may take some time for me to get this. You know, I may not even have any moderators, but it is what it is. I'm happy to be right here today. I was on early on Instagram with Miss Shay Boogie. I ain't gonna put our government out there. Some of y'all probably already know it. Richard McDowell Jr., what's up with you? Bigger, what's up with you, Bigger? You know I gotta call you this week so we can try to get your son or your brother, whoever at that job over there. So I'm gonna get at you, boy. Uh, ain't no apology about the choke thing, man. You know, that's old business. That's something that's over 20, 30 years old, and they want to. That's what make them happy, and they want to continue to bring shit up like that. That's on them, man. But you know, that's a lesson for everybody because you never know who's watching, who's listening, and what motherfuckers got to say. Ivan Johnson, sound familiar. All right, so what up, Ruru dog? Listen, I'm getting used to this. You know, this thing is bright as hell. It looks pretty good. I don't know. Shit getting all my pimples and all my scars and my marks. You know where I cut myself at. Samantha Smith, how you doing, Mama? Listen, this is going to be about the Dossier and you know some of the stuff that they came up and like I could have been jumping online behind this because you know they was riding that white horse, you know, because a lot of people didn't. Mr. Skinny, what's up with you, boy? A lot of people didn't. A lot of people didn't believe my story and everything like that, and I guess uh, when the FBI agent and the other executive, the reporter came out and they started telling their story on the dossier. You know, I started getting hit up. Everybody want me to do their show. Everybody want me to come live on their thing like that. I believe every word you said, Gene. Everything you said, man. I believe all of it. Okay. If that's what you want me to think, that you believe everything I said. You know what I mean? But it is what it is. And I'm gonna talk something about that. I'm gonna talk about. I'm gonna tell a story about Big and Puff on a trip that we had took to Atlanta, and I think we may had it may have been Bad Boy Weekend that time, and you know some things happened. I'm gonna tell that too. Um, I want to address you know what's really real first out here, and you know some of y'all gotta catch it. And who's that right there? That was Mikael West. He said he was riding with me ever since the Bloomfield video. Appreciate it. Um, I want some of y'all got to catch it because I'm not trying to be out here like that. I want y'all to see my board because I got to put some more stuff up too. Um, those are a lot of passes from different things that I just threw up there on the board. You know, the Grammy things, the Million Man March, the Source Awards, uh, ABC Who Wants to Be a Millionaire. I was backstage with that with Puff. Backstage at the Million Man Mark. The past I showed everybody the 10th annual Soul Train Awards, where Pac got his Rapper of the Year. You know what I mean? So he was still living, and he got that one. Shorty Doo Wop, thank you. And I got to send a shout out to a couple of places and a couple of people. I spoke about a T-shirt I got from a dude called Quotes and Notes, and he just got solid black T-shirts. Oh, he got different colors, different flavors, but this is a solid black, and that's all he got on the back of it. It said Quotes and Notes, and this says 100% cotton right here. Listen, I don't know where he got this cotton from. Whether he got it in um, fucking Egyptian cotton, Ethiopian cotton, or Tupelo, Mississippi cotton. But this shit is soft as butter. I tried it on, and it was a little tight. You know what I'm saying? So, you know what I mean? I told him I needed the 5X, but I'm gonna try to work it and make sure I get in these 4Xs, you know, by the summer, cause they smooth. I'm like, you could just wear a piece with it or something, or I mean, like you could dress up with them, you know, if you do a two-piece suit. And he got them for guys and girls. Yo, some of the softest material cotton that I've had in my life. It almost feel like silk. B1 talking about the chicken had come home to roost. Yeah, B1, we gonna get into that. You know, I don't know what I should start on this Dossier or start on um, this big story. But I want to do a shout out to my man Unique on Wednesdays. He does the prison talk, and it's a concept that he brought up to help the young folks stay out of jail who want to be going to jail now. You know, I see everybody masking up, doing all kind of crimes and letting all this criminal shit come out. But who wants to be going to jail at a time like this? If they don't kill you in jail, the COVID will kill you now. Because a lot of brothers is coming up missing in jail because of that COVID shit. All right. And then on Friday nights, he does at 9 p.m. He do the grown folks talk. You know what I mean? So, you know, that's a couple of things that they got out there. My daughter ran off with my phone. Anyway, yeah, Shirley Rollins, shout out to Unique. He a good brother, always had been. You know what I'm saying? And I spoke about him early on my thing. Yeah. You know, like coming here and I don't even know where the camera is on. My daughter said the camera's over here, Dad. The camera's over here. Camera. I don't even know where the camera is on this shit. So if I'm looking like I'm that away or I'm that or half retarded, shit, I don't even know where the camera's at on this thing. And maybe I should have it another way. But we're gonna work on that next time. I'm sorry about that. This is the first time me using this iPad Pro. You know what I mean? Mikhail West, yes. You know, we know about all that. You know, me and Choke talked about it, and I put him up on the game on 137 in the whole 9 yards. And I know he came here and he spoke to y'all about that whole situation. You know, I wasn't going to speak about it, but you know, if anybody have a right to speak about it, it's me. I should have a right. But what I want to talk about and what I open this up, you don't never know who listening. You don't never know who's behind the scenes ready to drop something on somebody. That's why I know, you know, I could come here and give y'all me 100. You know, if a motherfucker say I did them wrong or I did something like that, you know, it may have been a woman, you know, because I wasn't a good dude like that when I was coming through. You understand? You know, 38 in the waist, handsome in the face, and I was putting it in, you know. but I learned how to be a better man than I was back then. You know, so you know, ain't no dude gonna come and tell you, yo, that nigga did this and did that. You know, he was a PO, he was a sucker like that. If he do that, yo, let's prove it. I'm gonna go to toe with you, cause I'm gonna let all the beans out. Cause I'm gonna let you know I do anybody who go in front of me, I do everything in the world to keep them out of jail. That's my whole thing. I don't want to see no brother. You know, my brother spent 24 years in jail, 4, 8, and was it 4, 8, and 12. You understand? I got to the point where that was the safest place in the world for him because when he came out on the street, Wink was nothing to play with. You understand? That's why he was. I think he was a vice lord, and they called him Lord Have Mercy. You understand? That was his name, Lord Have Mercy. And you know, I never want to see somebody in jail who didn't want to be there. You know what I mean? So if somebody come out here and say I did this and I did that, you know what I'm saying? I'm gonna go toe to toe with you, boy, because you know better than that. All right, Rosewood, thank you. See, I was giving facts the whole time. I sit up there and I tell y'all about people, man. I don't make this shit up. You got to realize I have some intelligence. I got street smarts. I was able to go to college and get a degree. You understand? I listen, and then when people talk, like somebody say, "Yo, man, niggas need to shut up." No, let them talk, cause the more and more they talk, the dumber they make you look. Just let them keep talking, and they gonna talk themselves into something. Y'all saw what happened on the Dossier, the last channel. Y'all should be telling everybody about this because nobody is listening. None of the New York people, all the people who say they love Big and they just standing there for Big and stuff like that. All these stations, watch when Mark Knight come up. Everybody want to pump his music. Everybody want to say this and tell a big story. But when it's come to do the fighting and get this shit done, ain't none of them out here. Ain't none of them doing nothing. Oh, let them die. Let them go to sleep. Like, man, listen here, man. Get out of here. If that was my brother, I'd be doing everything in the world. And then, I'll be doing some other things too. But we can't say that. Gonna keep that part of it quiet. You know what I mean? So, this Dossier, they still doing work, man. They still doing work. They putting everything into perspective. I didn't have the money. I didn't have the legal team to go out there and do the investigation, even though I knew the players and even though I knew what was going down. I couldn't have done what they did. They putting everything in perspective and giving you receipts, and that's a good thing. They giving you receipts. Somebody, I don't know how to do that, but somebody sent me $5, and I appreciate that. I don't know how to, even say your name for giving it, but I'm just gonna push this button. I hope it don't go off. I don't know who gave me that $5, but thank you. I appreciate it. I didn't even want to say that. It's a super chat. I don't even know. I didn't even want to say that. So I'm gonna have to get with Cash and find out how to do that. Yo, Pete, thank you, man. So listen here. The Dossier, what they doing is that, and like I spoke to my man Cho, the feds or any law enforcement, when they ask you a question, they already know the answer. When they ask you a question, they already know the answer. So you either do two things. You lawyer the fuck up and keep your mouth closed. You understand? You lawyer up and keep your mouth closed. Because when they asking you questions, they already know the answer, or they presume to know the answer. Tommy Brittany said he's seen it. You know what I'm saying? So what they was doing is that even though Phil Carson, and I spoke about Phil Carson way from the front street, he said, I'm going to save you from yourself, man. And he was being genuine with that because he was still trying to keep, even though he's a retired FBI agent, he was still trying to keep the integrity of the FBI. So like like he not gonna lead the FBI and then say, okay, I know this person has a 270 or 137 on him, and I could tell it now because I'm not part of the FBI. Nah, he fell back. Night, bro, thank you for being out there, man. I appreciate you, man. You back, you back. I'm gonna come back every week, Night, bro. If it's just to sit here and go like, I'm gonna do that for y'all. And plus, I want to get this together because it look like I got the big guy. I'm looking over that way, and y'all could be over this way. I don't even know. I know the camera is somewhere. She said on there. You know what I'm saying? So I'm gonna get that straight. Paradise, one love to Mecca Audio. Yes, let me put that down. Yeah, yep. So she said one love to Mecca Audio and salute to Gene always at Harlem. Yes, 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 yes. You know what I'm saying? Um, Yo, listen to him. There I go. You see how somebody something? Yo, Gene, bad boy was following you. No, I wasn't running with nobody. I was running with Slick and the Family, the 12th Street Posse. You understand? And the same gang. That's who I ran with. You got to understand, nigga, I work for Puff directly. He could be whatever he want to. But one thing you ain't going to do, when I'm with him, you ain't going to do nothing to him. Because he paying me to make sure I watch his ass. You understand? So don't get here and tell me I was running with bad boy. Nigga, I was a hired help. You understand? He hired me for the times that he used me, Fridays, Saturdays, and Sundays. Whatever happened to him in the other days, that's on him and whoever was watching him then. But he was with me, he know he was good. That's why he took me out of town. That's why he took me place, because he know that I messed with dudes and cats that were international. He knew Chaz Williams was international. You understand? And people knew I was one of Chaz's right-hand men right next to him all the time. So, you know what I'm saying? You talking about being found? I don't care what he do. What he do to his artists, what he do to them people, that's their business. They supposed to have their shit in order. Sometimes I was like, man, get your shit in order. Get your management straight. And I just do that, and I had no business doing that because he was just paying me to be there for him. And I was there with him. But if somebody asked me, then get your shit in order. I would give, because I'm always going to help a young man, a young woman coming up there. Nobody even asked about Sherry Dennis. Sherry Dennis was one of the baddest singers he had. Sexy, bad, doing her motherfucking thing. She wasn't falling for the bullshit. And her shit never came out like she wanted to. She was one of the meanest artists. Just as mean as Faith, just as way better than Total and all the rest of them like that. She was a true artist. Nobody even ever asked about Sherry. You know what I'm saying? But anyway, getting back to what I was saying. The Dossier is bringing up mad receipts with people. You understand? And then it's something that y'all might not even caught. Now, I had all these channels. You understand? All these people. Caden did this. Caden did that. Caden got caught with the cat in his hat. That's the new rap coming down on double platinum no hit records. That's the new line that's coming out. Yo, let me just tell you. Did you hear what his man said about him? He got caught lying to a federal judge and they threw him off Big's case. Mr. A1 detective ain't tell us that. Hold up. Raquel Simberg, she said, yo, I forgot about Sherry Dennis. Yeah, she was hot to death. Her music was crazy. She was in the studio writing, doing this and doing that. Guess the paperwork wasn't right and she ain't never come out with what she's supposed to. Anyway, so the A1 detective he forgot to tell us that when he got that $6.2 million to do Murder Rest in Peace. I mean, Murder Rap. It's Murder Rap, right? Is it Murder Rest in Peace or Murder Rap? Which one is it? Motherfucker should have rested in peace with that shit. Oh, somebody right here. Oh, there you go. Let me touch it right there. Oh, there you go. I touched it. Be truthful to life. Thank you for that super chat. Yeah, I heard Nick Bloomfield was coming out with that Biggie Tupac too. They asked me to be on it, and I was like, okay, I did that for a solid last time. You helped out when I was going through some court shit because of the Biggie Tupac thing, but they was they was talking, shorts. Lil Cav Truth Movement. Thank you for that super chat. I appreciate you. So now, the A1 detective didn't tell us he was thrown off the Biggie Small case because he was lying to a federal judge, and about 50, they said, I don't know the number, so, because I know his fans going to say, you had it wrong, Gene, but a lot of people got out of jail because of his feloniousness. He was being felonious and his lies. A lot of people got out of jail. So if they had arrested somebody, if they had to do something, they threw him off the case. Quick, fast, and hairy. Tim, what up with you? Joseph, who that right there? Joseph Gibson, thank you for that super chat. You understand? So my whole thing about it is this. You never know who watching. You never know who listening. And what happened? KGG, thank you for that super chat. You never know what happened, and look what happened. The Dossier came there and had his own man tell him. I'm not even going to try to mention dude's name or whatever like that. But he said it himself. Go watch the Dossier on that episode, I think 15. Sit up there and say, y'all, come on, y'all know what happens when cops get caught lying to judges and lying in court. Y'all know what happened. What happened? They threw him off the Biggs case. I thought you solved it. Oh, nobody was arrested. KGG, man, listen to me, man. Thank you. I appreciate the love, man. I know you said I deserve much more. You understand? But when you send it to me on this live, it's well appreciated. But they get a third of it too. That's why I be telling you, cash out Big Gene 52. Show your love that way if you choose to. If not, we still good. I ain't got nothing but love for you. You know what I mean? Raymond Sonacu? I'm good, man. Listen to me. I'm blessed not to be stressed. And I'm telling you, if something happened to me today, I don't take it into tomorrow. I let it go. When the sun rises a new day, it's a new day. Whatever happened today with girl, I don't want to hear that. That shit happened yesterday. No, but I caught you in bed with. I mean, that was yesterday. I'm grown. Oh man, I cooked yesterday. When I'm cooking again, I'm waiting on these cameras. My daughter's boyfriend set me up with some camera equipment, whereas that I'm gonna be able to set a camera over the stove, and while the food is cooking, I can switch back and forth and watch it cook. And then when I leave the island, the island, not Rikers Island, man. Not Rikers Island. I'm talking about the cooking island. When I leave the island and go to the stove, I can push the button on the phone and the camera switch over there. Yeah, that's where I'm at, Notorious Pac. He said Notorious Pac. What's your name? Notorious PAC. At the Cash App or at the PayPal is Big Gene 52. Hey, who's that? Dimples Peters? What you say? Thank you. She missed me. Got all them hearts. Get somebody in trouble. You know how the people is. That's how the girls be looking at them. Oh my God. Somebody. War Beats 915. He said Reggie sounds shook. He also sounded like he wanted to hear if he could be prosecuted behind all this information. Yeah. Virgil Dawkins, what's good with you? Thank you for that cash app. And I gotta read what they said. They paying for this. You just like Reggie Wright. Don't front on difference. If you was with Puff, Pac ain't deserve to. What you saying? What this clown saying? Hold on. You was just like Reggie. Me, right here. I'm gonna stop you right there. Nigga, I ain't like nobody. You understand? That's where you made your mistake. You wasted your money. You don't even know. You was probably in your pampers when it happened. The way you even talking. You don't even know what happened that night. You don't know what went down. You understand? If his own man, and you listen to Suge, if his own man put himself, say, yo, you put yourself in that position. You done did something totally different now, Pop. You didn't mess with gangbangers or whatever. If all that shit is true and everything like that, that's on them, bro. And for you to say I'm like somebody, Better Mel, you're right. He didn't have no business out there. Everybody knew that. But one of these people came out here and they said, he said, hey, Lynn Jack. He said, yo, old boy got him out there to keep the heat off him when Big leave Bad Boy and keep the West Coast off him. Yo, I'm gonna tell you about that in a minute, ZZ, what I feel about Phil Carson and Reggie Wright. But let me get to this right there. Because all these people that was, riding Caden hard body. Oh, hold up. All these people that was riding Caden hard body, you know what I'm saying? Now they ain't saying nothing. Now, Phil Carson told him, listen here. And then he got on everybody, he got on Gangster Chronicles, you know what I'm saying? Shout out to Vern, shout out to Mob James, them. He got on them on their thing to talk about, yo, I'll go against Phil Carson because they lying because Gene Deal don't know shit. He going all the way off on him. Listen, I'm not gonna have that shit in my presence. So no, I can't be in front because you're not gonna be talking all that crazy talk to me and all like that. You know what I mean? Terry, what up with you? So my whole thing about it is that he talking all that crazy thing, but like I said, he never mentioned he was thrown off the case. He never mentioned that he was lying in court to a federal judge, and that he was shunned by LAPD. He never mentioned that stuff, but he wanted to say that I didn't know what the fuck I was talking about. But did you hear Phil Carson say, "Hey, Reggie, did you know that Gene Deal picked the guy out? Hold up, pick the guy up. Pick the guy out in a photo." And Reggie said, no. And I know he picked 3 guys out. Man, how that sound? How that sound, man? You still want to stick to that because that's what Caden, I ain't talking, that's what Caden said, bro. You don't know nothing. You wasn't there. None of those cops who was there, cats or none of them, ever said that. Caden told you that. And if anybody picked out anything, they picked it out. Because what they did was they made the big mistake. What was the mistake they made? Phil Carson said, "Yo, Reggie, don't you know they wrote it in their notes that I picked the guy in the picture with me, Puff, and Gene Deal at Puff's car?" Who's it? Night Boat. Yep. He said that. When he said that, man, I can't say this, and I would never say this because that's what they call it. That's homophobic and stuff like that. But when I heard Phil Carter said that he read it in their notes that I picked the guy out in the photo with me, him, and Puff, Amir Muhammad, and Reggie stumbled on that. The funny thing about it was is that I was, I would never say this, y'all, but I heard this before. I was happier than a faggot in a barrel of dicks. I swear, I was like, whoa. And they got quiet. That's I don't want the Black Lives Matter and the people putting flags and all that stuff in my front yard. Whoa. Ain't no way, man. I was happy when he said that. He said the cops was so fucking stupid. You understand? They telling me they coming back to New York in the whole 9 Holistic Health Emporium. Thank you for that super chat. Yo, they telling me that they coming back with a better picture and everything and wrote it in their notes. Thank you, Phil Carson, for picking that up. Thank you, Phil Carson, for picking that up. I really appreciate that. Yo, listen here, man. Let me get to the Dossier part of it. And let's, stay a shout out to Miss Shay Pleasant. Shay Boogie. She got it on her Instagram. We're going to try to put something together. So, in the Dossier, they steady bringing up receipts. And then people ain't know what a 137 was. And I was talking to Choke, and I was like, yo, Choke, you know what it was? Did you catch that? Did you catch that? And did you catch the other part of it? Go back and listen to that. He said, yo, he said, Phil, you know the work I was doing, and I was helping about the guns and everything. They wanted information about, the guns, and I was, and how I was helping. Go listen to it yourself, man. I don't want to be the bearer of bad news. I don't want to be the one that bearer of bad news. But it is what it is. But that's it. That's what we got to deal with, man. When you know that bringing the truth to the light, thank you for that super chat. You know what I'm saying? You said Phil Carson want all the smoke. Oh. Yo, Virgil Dawkins, let me ask you a question. No, I'm not gonna get into you with that, man, because you want that type of attention. We said that. Hey, yo, go ahead, man. Question. Sparkles Glover, that's right. It's a different time, man. When we was rolling back and forth, we didn't do that check in. You got to check in with people. We just had people. If you had people out there, you had people wherever you went. But we didn't do the check in things. Hi, Sharice. If you ever open up, no, I'm not opening up nothing, man. I'm good. As they say. I'm just trying to read a couple of things. I don't know why she did that missing you joint with Puff. But shout out to my man Source Money for writing that joint for his mother. Oh my God. Man, listen here. I can't get on how other people should be feeling. You know what I mean? But that's how it is, man. What we need to, we got a lot of serious stuff going on. And I'm gonna tell this. I'm gonna tell. What this what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna talk about two things, and then I'm gonna tell that big story. You understand? Oh man, we know Big shouldn't have been out in L.A. Come on, think of something else. Oh yeah, Rashonda Hayward. Yeah, you think Puff didn't have a big insurance policy as Big business artist? Come on, man. Hold on. Rosewood talking about what's with 137. It's an informant that the FBI have that they don't even have to tell a judge. They don't have to tell nobody. That person might show up in your paperwork and you don't even know who the person is. And you can't even question them on it. Nag Champa. Yeah, a lot of brothers got out of because of him too, chap, for him telling them lies. Yeah. Thank you, Naquise Lawrence, Humble Beast. That's that new line out there that Shea Boogie little nephews and them doing. And you got to check it out. They got a website, and especially for the ladies. I don't know what they doing for the men, but the way Shea Boogie was wearing that shit, nigga, all you ladies should get it. Boing! Hey, y'all see my Instagram this morning? That shit was on fire. She got up and said, yo, this is that, and this how I fit on. What? I've been walking around the house all day like, no, that's my partner, that's my friend. I was like, whoo, it's a thin line. James Thomas, shout out to you out there in Inglewood, Cali. It goes back at you. Nah, 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 nah. We ain't doing that. Yep. Yo, Hawk said, yep, Lord, and threw a lot of birthday cakes on that joint. All right, so listen here, man. Check it out. It's two things I wanted to talk to y'all about, man. And I don't know if y'all caught this. Jada Pickett Smith had that little white girl on there. I forgot her name, and they were talking about the scandal which her parents went to jail for giving up money for her to go to college and everything like that. First of all, personally, yo, they've been doing athletes like that for years. You know, they was giving us money to go to certain colleges. People was giving up money to for us to, cars and all kind of gifts and things like that. And for their mother and them to give up money and donations to the college to get their kids and that, I'm not that really concerned about that shit. That shit wasn't a problem for me. Now it might be a problem for some of y'all because they privileged and they get to do that. If they have to pay $500,000 or $500,000 to go into school to flunk out, fuck them. Let them waste that money. I don't care. That wasn't big for me. You understand? But for the government to waste all that fucking money, that taxpayer money, to give a mother 2 months and 3 months in jail, and they father 5 months in jail, yo, double this to y'all. You understand? When that black lady changed her zip code for her son to go to a better school, they gave her 5 years in jail. That's what they should have been talking about. That's what they should have been mad about. That's what the people should have been talking about, but nobody brought it up. I didn't see Randy so Kyle on this Dimples. Big Dog 4, what up with you? People should have been yelling and screaming about that. Jada Pinkett them didn't even mention it. What was privileged about that whole situation is that black lady, they got 2 months, 7 months all together between them two, 7 to 8 months between them two. That lady got 5 years in jail for changing her zip code for her kid to go to a better school. Appetite for Chick, what's good with you? That shit had me pissed off. They get a situation like that. Every time these black folks with these big platforms and everything like that, they get an opportunity to bring shit to light, to show people where the disparity and justice is, they don't do it. Oh, I'm so mad at you and stuff like that. Fuck out of here if you mad at somebody. Mad at the system and how the system is ran. I'm trying to see some of this. Charlie, no, I ain't gonna repeat that. Somebody said Charlie Pride died. Rashonda Haywood said that. Big Gene ain't say that. Olivia Jade Januli. Yeah. Notorious PAC was on top of that shit. Like a fat rat in a cheese factory. Hold up, Mr. Harris, you gonna say, Gene, what up? I remember you coming to the game room on 112th Street, and good to see you, fam. Nigga, I lived in the game room. What do you mean that? I used to open up the door sometime. I had keys to the game room. I remember you coming to the game room. Nigga, I had keys to the game room. Used to open up. My dog, that dog was in there, Nick, that was my dog. That Japanese Akita, that was my dog. My man say from St. Louis Avenue in Sarah. Jason Stokes. What up, Jace? All right. Nah, bro, you got to watch the pound cake. Watch the Dossier. She said she didn't believe Kaden. See, there you go, listening to other bullshit. I'm trying to put you on true facts and true game, and that's what you want to do. Go ahead. Just put it out there. So, you know what I'm saying? So, listen here. That had me upset. Another thing that had me upset, is this whole internet game these guys is playing out here, man. You know what I'm saying? I know y'all may need it. Some of y'all do, some of y'all don't. Some of y'all use this as a form of therapy like me to come on here and talk to the people, have fun. You know what I'm saying? I don't even know. But my whole thing about it is, man, let's use this, man, also to build each other up. Some niggas need to be tore down for real. If they phony baloney on a fucking pickle sandwich, tie their ass down. If that's what you choose to do with your energy, you know what I'm saying? But also give people good information so they can build upon that. Ain't nothing wrong with that. So, you know, y'all know when these people come around there and I'll give you that recipe for that St. Paul. Somebody asked for a recipe. Paradise, you wouldn't even know what to do with St. Paul if you ate one. Get out of here. That's the same. That's the same. That's if you look in the book. It's only they only sell them in St. Louis. Oh my God! And if you love eggs, oh my God, she just get me all excited when she say St. Paul. Nigga, I'm talking about the sandwich. Linux Week, Shot Town, check in all day, every day. Yep, I'm just reading some of this stuff, y'all. But anyway, when they come around here or they come around there and come on, Virgil, man, you wasting your $5, bro. When they come around here and they get ready to put that in you, know all it's something that this dude sent to me, and y'all got to go on the internet and see it. Shout out to my man over in the UK. I couldn't hardly really get his name real good, but he had put something. It's called it's this program that's on, and it's giving you the whole 9 yards about what went down. So listen here. I guess y'all could take this down because I don't know how to do it. So, and I don't know how to forward it and pass it to you. So I'm gonna try to show it to y'all. Try to find this and look at this. This shit is serious as it's serious. Let me see. Yo, get this. Hey, if you could copy this down, Nightbolt, please, brother. How do people go watch that? I don't know if it's coming in crooked, backwards, sideways. Yo, y'all go watch this, bro. Please. It's talking about shit that already happened in other countries. And that's what they're trying to do to us. That's why we in the situation we in right now. Nightboat, if you got that, please. I'm gonna hold that up for a little bit more. I don't know if y'all got it the right way, sideways, upside down. Everybody in America need to watch this right here. That ain't no conspiracy shit. That ain't no propaganda. You gonna hear shit from people direct mouths. Please go watch this. and we could talk about this shit next week. Nightboat, can you put that up for me, brother? If I need to put it back up there for you to get it, thank you. I appreciate you. Yes, Brand Nubian and Pooh used to be in the game room. Tracy Morgan used to be in the game room. Alan Payne used to be in the game room. We used to have fun in that joint, man. And we ain't play no games. Yep. Somebody say screenshot it. I don't know how to do that shit. I just told you I just got this. Shandor Myers said he watched it. Shandor, tell him it's serious, right? I can't take the COVID vaccine. I walk around with an EpiPen. I'm highly allergic to seafood, soy, peanuts. They're going to have to kill me. Aaron Jones, you got to ask them that. You can't ask me why somebody, your dog, Aaron, that's just like you go to work and you work in a garbage factory, you work for sanitation, and you got, and your boss, you ask the boss, where the garbage cans at? Give a shit. I come to work. If you ain't got garbage cans, you ain't got garbage cans. You can't ask me why he didn't do that, why he ain't had that. Yeah, I'm not allergic. So people who are allergic to those things can't take the virus. And I want y'all to go watch that, man. Please, please. You're hearing everything from the horses' mouths. You know, it's some good white folks out here. It's some bad white folks out here. And you're going to hear the bad white folks talk on that shit. And it's crazy. That's what they want to do to us. They tired of these swipey boys using these credit card scams. They tired of these people able to go into the internet and switch money to this and do that and the whole 9 yards. They trying to make it whereas they know they want to know where every person is, be accounted for, and how much money they got. So when they go to that damn store, you ain't using nobody else's shit. So that means they gonna stop hustling. You gotta cash app somebody when you hustle. You gotta go, yo, give me a nick. give me an ounce. How much is that? Then you gotta cash app them. Because they ain't trying to have no money circulating. Yep. See, Rashonda, we can't say that on the thing because they gonna what you call it. So people gotta pick up on it. You know what I'm saying? What we saying. That's why I put the thing up there. Please go watch that. You know what I mean? No, we're not the hackers. You know, black people aren't the hackers. But it's a lot of swipey boys around. Yep. Maddie Williams, glad to be back, man. I'm gonna come every week, Maddie. That's how we gonna do it. So now listen here. How long I've been on this joint? I'm almost been here an hour. I got 6 more minutes. So let me just tell y'all this story right here. Before I tell you the story, yo, know that people that are entertainers, rappers, actors, and stuff like that, they here to entertain y'all, man. You can't take what they say out their mouth for pure facts and how shit really is. You understand? You know, I heard something that was very disturbing the other day. You know how Jay-Z is they said he is now not an inspiration to black kids in the projects. Uh, One of the rappers was saying Jay-Z was like, uh, I can't even think of the word, man. Uh, that kids should look up to him, and that's coming in the who grew up in the projects to where he at right now. Okay, man. I said this earlier. Listen here. Any of those people, those one or two guys or individuals that come out the projects, that come out to things like that, yo, the the system allowed them a role model. Thank you, Andy Moore. Appreciate it. Sometimes, man, I'm only human. A role model. Nah, he ain't no role model. Come on. KGG. Go do your homework with your 8-year-old. Appreciate you, KGG. All right, check this out. That ain't no role model. Oh, I sold drugs. I did a rap album, records, and stuff like that. I got out the projects. I look and I do this and I do that. I deal with people that were, listen here, they put them in a place. You know what I'm saying? It was a little skit that was done, and it's how they take one or two blacks out the projects or out poverty stricken situations that are actors or singers and stuff like that, and they let them move down the street for them. They may invite them over for dinner. But they put them in place so that you could think that you need a Rolls Royce to drive. They put them in place so you think that you need the big goofy chain around your neck. They put them in place so you could think that they are a role model, so you'll go try to be a rapper instead of being an engineer, instead of being a doctor, instead of being an automobile mechanic, or start learning a trade that can feed you and take care of yourself for the rest of your life. We was people at one time, man. We was tradesmen. We knew how to. We was going to schools, to learn how to fix cars, fix air conditioners, fix plumbing. We were like that before. You understand? When you have a trade, you could take care of yourself for the rest of your life, man. Because people gonna always need somebody to do something. So the people who are role models are the people who go out and they work for a living. They work for a living. Now, I'm not telling you if that's what you want to do, you want to be a rapper, shoot for that dream like that. Do that if that's what you want to do. But everybody can't be a rapper. It's all right to be a doctor, and you my role model. It's this sister. She, I think her name is. Let me see if I have it somewhere. Y'all got to get on top of this. She found out a way to fight cancer. And ain't nobody talk about it. She from St. Louis, Missouri, too. Her name is Dr. Green. I know, but it's a deeper name than that. Let's see if I can find it. I'm looking at cars and all this other shit. Her name is Dr. Hadia Nicole Green. Yo, look at it. Y'all look this up right here, man. Check this out right here. See, I'm not like some of those other people. They could bring it up on the internet. I apologize. Nobody talked about that shit. I looked into it. She from St. Louis, Missouri. She lost her mother and father at an early age. Then the relatives that raised her, she lost them to cancer. And she went on and she developed a laser way that kills the cancer cells off. I know. Playboy, what else would you say? Uh, Somebody taught him how to fly a kite. Yo, I used to love flying kites. That's gonna be one of my sports. You know what I'm saying? Coming up. So those are people that are role models, man. And this young lady got an endorsement to help her at her research lab for $1 million. She's kept curing cancer. She's fighting off cancer cells. Well, what's some of the athletes? Yo, Diddy, do me a favor. Get on your Instagram and dance. And that $4 million that you made, send $4 million to that lady research thing for cancer. You understand? Do that. Show me you trying to change. But ain't nobody seen that 4 million yet. So check it out, man. I've been on here an hour, and so let me tell you this story. Um, we was down Bad Boy Weekend, and if anybody know Bad Boy Weekend in Atlanta at Atlanta Live was crazy, right? But during that whole weekend, you know, I don't know what was up with cats, but they always go down places thinking it's real nice like that, and they don't bring guns. So we had a driver that had a place, and back in the day, you were talking about this was in the mid '90s. You could walk in with your license and just buy a gun in Atlanta. You know what I mean? You could just buy a gun. So we had this driver, we was talking about guns and everything like that. And you know how some people want to show off. He came up with this, yo, I can get as many guns as y'all want to. My friend is got a shop and everything. Like, yo, as many guns you want to? You know what I'm saying? Thank you, K Holiday. So, dude, I said, so everybody talk, you can get guns like that. So now, uh, I said, okay, so I'm gonna test it. So they say your gene go with him. So then, so what kind of gun you want? Puff said what kind of gun he wanted. Big said what kind of gun he wanted. I knew what kind of guns I was getting. And I had got like two of them joints. Right? So now, how they gonna get them back? Because they going on a plane. And only one could put them on the plane was me. I had those credentials at the time. You understand? Because you got to realize being a state officer and being able to travel around the country and pick up what you call pick up people. They gave you those type of credentials. So all these things was going to get registered legally. So somehow they wasn't even checking the planes back then like that. So they got put on the plane and got brought back. I don't know how they ended up in my suitcase. But anyway, we gets over the bad boy. They gets over the bad boy, and I guess Big and Diddy was having an argument about which was which. Now, Big wanted the 9mm. Puff wanted the 380. So I was like, I get a phone call. Yo, Gene, they need you at Bad Boy Studio. This is in the middle of the week. Fuck y'all need me at Bad Boy Studio. Say, because I had to make the decision and tell the truth about who said they wanted what. So I'm like, okay. So now I didn't know this. The nigga Big had made bets that I was gonna say that the 9mm was Diddy's and the 380 was his. Cause Wolf had got in Puff ass about why would you buy a 380 when you had a chance to get a 9mm, a Glock or whatever like that. So we gets to the studio, and I didn't know they had made bets that I was gonna go with Puff on Puff's side. So I came in the studio. Big them was in there. They was in the lounge smoking because Puff had this big lounge with big television and all this shit like that out there. So they was in there smoking stuff like that. So then, Puff, he get hyper and he start jumping around. Yo, Gene, tell him that 9 is mine. Tell him that 9 is mine. And so then I'm looking, and then Big was like, yo, I told you how this nigga was. This nigga Harlem nigga, you know what I'm saying? Because, that Brooklyn and that Harlem shit, I don't know what they got against each other or they go against each other on that shit, but that shit was crazy. Man, I could even see the Lord. Ain't on my hat. So anyway, brand new, look this right here. Yeah, so we like this. He said, Big said, yeah, I told y'all. And I guess he was pulling out cash out of his pocket and everything like that. I said, well, listen here. I don't know what y'all talked about or what y'all doing now, but Puff wanted the 380 and Big wanted the Glock. And the nigga Big mouth dropped. He was like, yo, this nigga. And niggas like, oh, I told you Gene didn't give a fuck right there. Gene gonna tell the truth on that. Big lost his money because he bet that I wasn't. He bet that I was gonna go with Diddy. But the 9 was his. I know that's a little dry story, but it is what it is. And it's been an hour and 8 minutes, and I've been enjoying myself. And I'm gonna see y'all next Tuesday. Every week, once a week, I'm gonna come here, man, and we're gonna talk about stuff. And Rosewood, go and look and see what on the Dossier what a 137 is. Alex, appreciate y'all. Juan Merchant, Brookhaven, Mississippi. M.I. Crooked I. Humpback, I. Shout out to my girl down that way, Candace. What up with you, girl? Yes, sir. All right, y'all. Y'all be good, man, and thank y'all for y'all time. I appreciate y'all. And now I gotta see how you cut this off. Who that? Sherry Hawkins. You could get a shout out right now. Sherry Hawkins. And yo, listen everybody. Y'all see Shay Boogie on the street. Say happy birthday to her. Y'all be good. Peace.